Good evening to all.
Good evening,
I'm
sir.
Good evening. I'm Ranjit Kumar De, Head of the Department of Education, Mendipathar College, and also member of IQAC, organizer of this faculty development program. So I welcome all of you, all the participants and resource persons, and the officials of Cape Comorin Trust. I welcome in this evening of fourth day of 1 week international virtual faculty development program, which is on the topic impact of artificial intelligence in higher education and research future world, organized by internal quality assurance cell of Mendipathar College in the state of Meghalaya, India, in collaboration with Cape Comorin Trust, Tamil Nadu, India. So today, as per schedule, on fourth day, we have two resource persons. One is Dr. Derry E. Dekane and another respected Dr. Prashant Mothe. Uh, I cannot see, Madam Shailaja, can you hear me? Madam Shailaja, can you hear me? Admin, I
So,
wanted to.
yeah, ma'am. Shailaja, ma'am, not a join, I think.
Okay, then actually I want to know who will be the first speaker today. Here actually in the schedule it was Dr. Derry E. Dakane from Philippines, but I cannot see in the screen his name. But Dr. Prashant Mothe is available on the screen. So can you confirm who will be the first resource person?
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Yes, now I can see from St. Patrick's School also. So uh, I think uh, Dr. Derry E. Dekane will be the first resource person. Am I right, madam?
Sir, please continue, sir.
Yeah. So I can see now Dr. Derry E. Dekane is available on the screen. So I welcome, sir, Dr. Derry E. Dekane in this uh, faculty development program organized by Mendipathar College, IQAC. So, Dr. Derry E. Dekane is a Director of Academics, St. Patrick School of Quezon City, Philippines, and also Professor at the School of Graduate Studies in Manuel L. Quezon University, Philippines. So, and he will present speech and paper on the impact of artificial intelligence in higher education and research future world. So I welcome you, sir, in this faculty development program. Please, sir, uh, proceed. And now this is your turn.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I
Good
am
evening.
delighted to be part of this prestigious organization, and I'll be presenting tonight, connecting artificial intelligence with higher education and at the same time research. So let me just share my slide to everyone. Okay. Share. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Your
Okay.
slide is.
Okay, so Good evening, everyone. My name
Good
is
evening.
Dr. Dari Idakanay, and I am again very happy to see everyone in the presentation for today, Navigating the Future, Exploring the Transformative Impact of Artificial Intelligence in Higher Education and Research. So I'd like to thank the organizing committee, the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, or the IQAC, Mendipater College, Mendipater, North Garo Hills, Manghalaya, in collaboration with Cape Comorin Trust, Tamil Nadu, India. So I will be presenting an actual qualitative case study that I have conducted in terms of the investigation of the impact of artificial intelligence in higher education and research in a future world context. So the study explored the potential benefits and challenges associated with the integration of artificial intelligence technologies in academic institutions and examines the perspectives of stakeholders that was involved in this study. And hopefully, we'll be able to share a few of those important points that was gathered in this qualitative case study research. So the research gained a comprehensive understanding of the very complex dynamics and implications of artificial intelligence in the field of higher education and research. And many of the academicians from across the world has already, they have felt the implication of artificial intelligence in the way they do things in research and in the different subjects that they get to teach. Now, the study contributed to the existing body of knowledge and provided insights for policymakers and educational institutions to effectively navigate the artificial intelligence-driven future. So let's start. Artificial intelligence has emerged as a transformative force across various industries, including the higher education and research. Of course, there are no exemptions. Now, the integration of the artificial intelligence technologies has the potential to revolutionize our pedagogy, which is the teaching, the learning, and even the research processes in academic institutions. However, there is a need to critically examine the impact of artificial intelligence in the higher education research sector to understand its potential benefits, the challenges, and most importantly, the ethical implications behind it. So in a future world, the artificial intelligence is expected to play a very significant role in shaping the landscape of higher education and research. Advances in AI technology, such as the natural language processing, machine learning, and data analytics, they all offer opportunities for personalized learning experiences, improve research efficiency, and enhance decision-making processes. However, the implication of AI in educational settings requires careful consideration, again, of ethical concerns, potential biases, and the role of the human agency. So while the artificial intelligence holds great promise for higher education and research, it also presents, again, challenges and risks. Concerns, for example, regarding privacy, our very own data security, job displacement, algorithmic biases that have been raised, and additionally, the potential loss of human interaction and even critical thinking skills possesses a significant contrast to the traditional educational experience. Because as you all know, many of the educators, even in higher educations, in the universities, are still into the traditional way of doing things, or in terms of their pedagogy. Now, the aim of this presentation was explored the benefits and the challenges associated with AI technologies in higher education and research, examined the perspectives of different various stakeholders, including the educators, researchers, administrators, and students regarding the AI implementation, and provided insights for policymakers and educational institutions to navigate the AI-driven future effectively. Now, again, I made mention earlier, this is a qualitative case study approach, particularly the method of Robertine and Creswell was used, allowed an in-depth exploration of the impact of the artificial intelligence in higher education research within a specific content. And by employing the interviews, the focus groups, and document analyses, the research approach facilitated a comprehensive understanding of the multifaceted issues and perspectives surrounding the artificial implementation. Now, the background of the study was informed by previous research on the impact of artificial intelligence in education and research, and studies have highlighted the potential of AI to enhance personalized learning, support adaptive assessment, and automate administrative tasks. However, again, there are ethical considerations such as the transparency, algorithmic biases have also been identified as critical concerns. Now, the rapid integration of AI in higher education and research in the future world has raised concerns about its impact on our academic landscape and the necessities as a comprehensive examination. As AI technologies became increasingly prevalent, it is crucial to investigate their implication, the benefits and challenges, in order to inform effectively the implementation strategies and address ethical considerations. And the very purpose of this qualitative case study was to, again, explore the impact of AI and aim to investigate the benefits and challenges associated with the integration of AI, the perspective of various stakeholders, and provide insights to inform policy-making and decision-making processes in an academic institutions. So the following were the research questions that was given. What are the perceived benefits and challenges of integrating AI technologies in higher education and research in the future world? And how do educators, researchers, administrators, and students perceive the implementation and use of AI in higher education and research? And what was the ethical considerations and potential risks associated with the adoption of AI in the academic settings in the future world? And these were the methods that was used in the study. Again, it was a qualitative case study primarily by Robertine and Creswell, which suggests that in a qualitative case study, you can have roughly around 6 to 10 or more participants, but of course, fewer participants that was involved. And yeah, there were educators, researchers, and administrators and students that was included in the study. So this was the data collection method. Okay, it was a semi-structured interviews and focus group discussions. And like in a normal research, the interviews and the focus group discussion was audio recorded and transcribed verbatim. And there were additional field notes was taken during the data collection to capture the nonverbal cues and contextual information. There was data triangulation that was employed by collecting the additional documents such as the institutional policies, especially of those participants who belong to universities and colleges, the research papers and reports related to AI in higher education and research. And the results was very promising, and was a bit excited. On the first research question, what are the perceived benefits and challenges of integrating this artificial intelligence technologies in higher education and research in the future world? Now, in the analysis revealed that the integration of AI technologies in higher education and research in future world offers several benefits, including, again, there was so-called enhanced personalized learning experiences, because here the educators, the researchers, and even students, had their way of being able to get pertinent informations like the review of related literature using the help of the artificial intelligence, improve research efficiency, and the data-driven decision-making processes. However, there were challenges in the integration of AI, as like the ethical considerations, the algorithmic biases, and the need for faculty development were also identified. Very interesting is that not all university professors are into the integration of the artificial intelligence, especially when you talk about the higher education and research, because not all of them are the progressive type of professors. So many still are into the traditional way of, managing leadership and management, and even in the way they do things in terms of the research processes. In the research question number 2, how do educators, the researchers, the administrators, and students perceive the implementation and use of AI in higher education and research? Now, the findings indicated that the stakeholders held diverse perspectives regarding the implementation of AI in higher education and research. The educators expressed concerns about the potential loss of human interaction and the need of balanced artificial intelligence-driven automation with the development of critical thinking and creativity skills. One of the concerns of the participants made mention that some of the students who are doing research might no longer be able to do the usual processes in doing research. For example, the consultation with the research advisors, which is very important in trying to be able to see how the research itself is being done by the student. And now students at the same time highlighted the importance of transparent algorithms and equitable access to the artificial tools. Because remember, not all artificial tools today, as made mention by one of the participants, are free. Okay? So there is premium in the use of artificial intelligence because it is still a very new technology. Now, administrators emphasize the need for ethical guidelines and effective governance structures, especially in the higher education when you talk about the academic integrity. I think some of the progressive universities and colleges across the world are able to come up with ethical guidelines. In research in the higher education, of course, there is an ethical committee being established in the university for them to be able to really check on the informed consent, if the participants have been properly informed of the research that is being conducted, were they able to inform the community and others. So again, there are also some of the components of the use of artificial intelligence that has been also integrated in some of those university and colleges policies, particularly in preference to the academic integrity. And the third research question, what ethical considerations and potential risks are associated with the adoption of AI in the academic settings in the future world? Now, the ethical consideration emerged as a significant theme, no? When the results, particularly in this particular research question, in the coding and later on the categorization of the data itself, is that concerns about the data privacy, okay, emerge as one of the important themes. Okay, so concerns about how the data itself would have implications on the researcher, the school, the community, and even the country that the researcher belongs. The algorithmic biases and the potential for AI-driven decision-making to perpetuate inequalities. Because when you talk about inequalities, especially in the university and colleges setup, not all students are able um, to get access into the artificial intelligence tools, and the need for so-called the transparency is also one of the themes that was extracted from the data, particularly with this research question number 3, the accountability. Okay? What will happen to, let's say, the researcher or the student that was caught, using the artificial intelligence tool, as to how many percentage was the researcher or the student able to use AI in the research that has been conducted. And of course, very important also here is the human oversight. Okay? The human oversight in mitigating the particularly the important risk when we talk about the artificial intelligences. Further, I made mention here, one of the important theme that was extracted was the algorithmic biases, which maybe some are not really very familiar yet. Now, this algorithmic biases, this refer to the systematic and unfair prejudice that can emerge in an automated decision-making systems. Now, these biases arise due to the various factors, such as the biased training data, the flawed algorithms, or the unintended consequences of the decision-making processes. So some of the examples of these algorithmic biases are the data biases. Now, when we talk about the algorithms, they are trained using the historical data. And if the training data reflects the societal biases or discrimination, those biases can be amplified. For instance, if a hiring algorithm is trained on data that predominantly consists, for example, of male applicants being hired, it may inadvertently favor the male candidates in the future recommendations, perpetuating, for example, the gender bias. Another one, so we have the data bias, the sampling bias. So the data sampling can lead to skewed outcomes. So if certain groups are underrepresented or excluded from the data used to train an algorithm, the resulting system may not accurately present the entire population and could produce discriminatory results. Third, it could be, when you talk about the algorithmic biases, the implicit bias. So the developers or the data scientists who design and implement these algorithms may have their own implicit biases that can unintentionally influence the algorithm, influence the system itself. And these biases can be reflected in the design choices, such as the selection of features or the weight assigned to the different variables, leading to biased outcomes. And of course, you have the feedback loops, the transparency, and the explainability. Now, some algorithms, such as the deep learning models, are highly complex and operate as block boxes. And we also have, of course, when you talk about the algorithmic biases, the contextual bias. Now, the algorithms may not consider the broader social or cultural or historical context in which the decisions are made. Now, addressing this algorithmic biases requires a multifaceted approach. So that would include the diverse and representative data collection, the careful algorithmic design, the audits, and of course the testing for the biases. That's if you're doing the quantitative, type of research, and promoting the transparency and the accountability in this algorithmic decision-making systems. So it is important to ensure that algorithms are designed to be fair, okay, and unbiased and accountable to mitigate the potential harm caused by the so-called algorithmic biases. And when we talk about now, when we talk about the data privacy this time, and when we talk about the artificial intelligence, the data privacy and the artificial intelligence is really a very critical concern. Now, because due to the increasing reliance on the personal data for training the artificial intelligence models and making the automated decisions. So the important aspects here to consider regarding the data privacy in AI, okay, of course, still connected with the ethical consideration, is the data collection and consent. Now, the AI systems often requires a large amounts of data to train and operate effectively. So it is important to obtain informed consent from individuals whose data is being collected. And we all know this one in the higher education and research. So ensuring that they understand how their data will be used and for what purposes. Now, transparent privacy policies and clear mechanisms for obtaining consent are crucial in higher education and research. We also talk about the data minimization, the collecting and the retaining only the necessary data minimizes the privacy risk. So in an artificial intelligence systems should avoid unnecessary data collection, and effort should be made to anonymize or de-identify the personal information whenever possible to protect privacy. Remember now, you can be located across the world using our very own IP address. Now, data security. Strong security measures must be in place to safeguard, the potential data from the unauthorized access, the breaches, or the malicious use of the data. So this would include the encryption, securing the storage practices, access controls, and regular security audits. In data privacy, the purpose limitation, the personal data should be collected and used only for specific, legitimate purposes disclosed to the individual. So in an artificial intelligence systems should not be used to repurpose or to re-identify the personal data without the appropriate consent or the legal basis. We also have another issue with the data privacy is the data sharing and the third-party access. Now, in universities and colleges, if the data is shared with third parties, now including the so-called artificial intelligence service providers or the partners, there should be clear agreements and safeguards in place to protect the privacy and confidentiality of the data. So the data sharing should be limited to the extent necessary and conducted in compliance with applicable data protection laws in the country that you are in. And of course, again, with data privacy, the user rights and controls. So individuals should have control over their personal data and the ability to exercise their rights, such as the right to access, to rectify, to delete, or restrict the processing of their data. And an artificial intelligence system should provide mechanisms for users to exercise these rights effectively. And of course, this is all again connected to ethical considerations. Privacy in an artificial intelligence should go beyond a legal compliance and consider these ethical implications. Organizations from across the world should strive to uphold the ethical standards in data handling, respecting the individual privacy expectations, and prioritize the well-being and the autonomy of the individuals. So there are regulatory frameworks that can actually be used, okay? For example, there is this General Data Protection Regulation, or the GDPR, in the European Union, and the other regional data protection laws aim to protect individuals' privacy rights in the context of AI and the data processing. It's a very good example in a progressive countries in Europe, and adhering to these regulations and adopting privacy by design principles can help ensure that the data privacy in AI applications are being put into emphasis. Okay, and so the findings highlight the complex and the multi-facet nature of AI's impact in the higher education and research. Now, the discussion explores the implications of the results in relation to the existing literature and the theoretical frameworks. So it delves into the ethical challenges, the practical considerations, and potential strategies for harnessing the benefits of AI while mitigating the risk. And so the important discussions are the following. So number one, enhancing the teaching and learning. And I'm talking about here the pedagogy of the universities and colleges. AI technologies offer opportunities, again, for this very important term called the personalized learning experience. Now, when we talk about personalized learning experience, again, this refers to the individual's unique journey, okay, of acquiring the knowledge, the skills, and insights throughout their life. Now, these experiences can take in various forms, such as the formal education, you have the informal learning, the self-directed learning, or even the experiential learning through the practical very practical situations in life. So we have the personal learning experience. We also have the so-called, which is very interesting. We have the term called the adaptive, okay, the adaptive assessment. Okay. Now, when we talk about um, this very unique assessment, it's an approach, okay, that tailors the testing experience to the individual's unique abilities and knowledge. So it uses adaptive algorithms to dynamically adjust the difficulty and the content of the assessment based on the test taker's responses. So aiming to provide a more accurate and efficient assessment of their skills or knowledge level. And some of the characteristics and benefits of the so-called adaptive assessment could be in the individualized experience. It would mean efficiency, okay? Be more efficient than the traditional fixed form assessments because you are adapting to the difficulty level based on the test taker's responses. And of course, there are accurate measurements. In adaptive assessments, they aim to provide more accurate measurements of a test taker's abilities. And of course, there is a so-called personalized feedback. Okay? It offers the personalized feedback to test takers based on their performance. And there is engagement and motivation. Now, it can help maintain the test taker engagement and motivation by providing an experience that is better aligned with their very own abilities. And the intelligent tutoring systems. Now, AI can provide the tailored content and support to students, facilitating the individual's learning pathways. The second is the improving of the research efficiencies. The artificial tools such as the natural language processing. This is a very interesting, very interesting term. Okay, when we talk about um, the natural language processing. Uh, it's a term called the NLP. It's a subfield of the artificial intelligence that focuses on the interactions between the computer and the very human language. So it involves the development of algorithms and models to enable machines to understand, interpret, and generate human language in a way that is meaningful and very useful. And second, the data analytics can streamline the research processes, automate the data analysis, and assist in knowledge discovery. So the AI algorithms can assist researchers in processing the vast amount of data, identifying the patterns, and of course, generating the insights. So if it takes you to do the coding, the categorization, and the extraction of the theme for hours, AI may be able to do it in very few minutes. The third is, of course, the ethical considerations. So the ethical implications of AI in higher education and research need careful consideration. Again, issues of the privacy, the data security, the algorithmic biases, and the potential for AI systems to perpetuate inequalities must be addressed. The human artificial intelligence collaboration, the balance between the artificial intelligence automation and the preservation of human interaction and critical thinking skills is crucial consideration. So it is essential to design an artificial systems that augment the human capabilities rather than replacing them. I repeat, augment the human capabilities rather than replacing them. So, in conclusion, the qualitative case study of this artificial intelligence for the higher education and research highlighted the complex and the multifaceted nature of the impact of artificial intelligence in higher education and research in the future world. So the study shed light on the benefits, the challenges, and most importantly, the ethical considerations associated with artificial intelligence implementation. So the findings emphasize the potential of AI to enhance the teaching and the learning experiences, improve research efficiency, and drive innovation. However, the study also highlighted the need to address ethical concerns, ensure transparency and accountability, and provide faculty development to effectively integrate artificial intelligence technology. So my recommendation based on the findings, the following are the recommendations that are proposed. So number one, the policy and governance. The educational institutions should develop, again, across the world, the educational institutions should develop policies and guidelines for the ethical use of AI in higher education and in research. The effective governance structures should be established to ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness. The second recommendation is in the area of the faculty development. Institutions should provide professional development opportunities for the faculty to enhance their understanding and the utilization of the artificial intelligence technologies. This includes training on ethical considerations, again, data privacy, and the pedagogical approaches for integrating AI in the teaching practices. The third recommendation, AI systems should be designed with ethical frameworks in mind, addressing issues such as the bias, privacy, and the fairness. Transparent algorithms and explainable AI models should be prioritized to ensure trust and mitigate potential biases. And the fourth and the last recommendation, collaboration and research. Researchers, educators, and policymakers should collaborate to further investigate the impact of artificial intelligence in higher education and research. So ongoing research is needed to explore best practices, evaluate the effectiveness of AI applications, and address these emerging challenges. So here are some of the references that I was able to have used in this presentation. And with that, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, the credit. Now I think some of the participants may have some queries. So I invite participants, if you have any query, you can ask a question. You can- Any response is not coming from participants? Any participants? If you have any query, please, you can ask.
सर नमस्कार. हेलो. हेलो.
Hi, good
Yes,
evening,
we can
Professor
hear.
Dennis Kumar.
हाँ
Yes,
सर,
We can hear you.
I have a little query. Uh,
Sure, sir. Go ahead.
How AI can be helpful in faculty development?
Okay,
How
can you repeat the question again?
how artificial intelligence can be helpful for faculty development?
Oh, yes. How AI, of course, when you talk about it's very important and very crucial because artificial intelligence is the future of the future for higher education and higher education and research. If teachers are unable to get updates on artificial intelligence, they might end up, not being able to check the students' outputs.
Okay.
The students' outputs, especially now that we really have to be very crucial. I mean, very intelligent in terms of checking the papers of our students. But of course, we as professors and teachers will be able to know and identify, whether this is really the output of our students. But of course, we can really not be so sure of that. So as we need this faculty development training to update us of our very own teaching and learning, this artificial intelligence, especially the artificial intelligence tools and techniques that we can actually use in in our classroom, in the way we teach our students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you as well, Professor Dinesh Kumar.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? If you have question, you can ask.
So I have a question. So
Go ahead.
what are the various popular AI tools these days which teachers can use?
Okay. You were asking what are the popular AI tools that teachers can actually use. Now there are
Yes, yes.
numerous popular AI tools available that cater to the different aspects of artificial intelligence. Um, of course, no, we have the very popular Chat GPT. Okay, but of course we have to be cautious, no, on using it. There are a few. I will be naming some. We have the Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services. Okay, the Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services. I think even IBM, it's called the IBM Watson. Okay, the IBM Watson is a suite of the AI tools and services provided by the IBM. Made mention earlier, the Open AI generative pre-trained transformer, or the IAGP3. There's also a tool which I'm trying to check now. It's the H2O.ai. The H2O.ai, it's an open source machine learning platform that offers a range of tools and libraries for building and deploying the so-called AI models. It's user friendly. You might want to check on that. There's also one. It's called Keras. Keras. But Keras, it's a high-level neural networks of API that runs on top of the another one, which is called the TensorFlow. Another one for teachers, no, you can try Skitlearn, or the Scikit dash learn, or SCI Kit, KIT dash LEARN, Scikit dash learn. It's a widely used machine learning library in Python. I don't know if you've heard Python. So it provides a rich of set of tools and algorithms for various machine learning tasks. There's also one, the PyTorch, PyTorch, the PyTorch. It's another popular open source deep learning frameworks, which I think is very useful for all of us professors and teachers. It's a widely used for developing and training networks, especially in the research settings. And what made mention earlier is the TensorFlow, TenSOR flow, FLOW. Again, it's also an open source machine learning framework developed by Google. So try looking for this one. So again, it's an open source machine learning framework developed by Google. So what does it do? It provides a comprehensive ecosystem for building and deploying machine learning models, including the deep learning models. So those are a few of the popular AI tools that could hopefully be able to help us. But of course, there are a lot more.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other question, please? From the participants? Any other question, please? If there is no question from the participants, then we can proceed to the next step of this faculty development program, fourth day session. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Derry E. Dikane, for your informative and valuable presentation. Really, it was informative. And I think it is the artificial intelligence which make it possible to have a resource person from Philippines to India, popularly which we call it internet. But with my little knowledge, I think here artificial intelligence is also a little bit involved. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much as well. Namaste, everyone.
For your beautiful presentation, once again, I extend my heartfelt thank from my personal feelings, and also on behalf of my institution, Mendipathar College. I extend my thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I think we can proceed for the second session of fourth day faculty development program, fourth day session. So now I would like to request Dr. Prashant Mothe. Sir, are you available on the screen?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. So I welcome Dr. Prashant Mothe, Associate Professor, Department of English, Adarsh Senior College, Omega, District of Osmanabad, Maharashtra, India. So you will speak on the topic impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT on higher education. So on behalf of Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Mendipathar College, I'm Ranjit Kumar De, welcoming you in this faculty development program. So sir, please proceed to your presentation.
Yes. Is my slide visible to everyone?
Yes, sir, it is visible and audible also.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, one and all. The organizing secretary of this international FDP, Dr. Shailaja ma'am, convener Ranjit Kumar De sir, uh, entire team of Medipathar College, Meghalaya and Cape Comorin Trust, Tamil Nadu, and all the respected participants. At the outset, I need to congratulate the entire team of Medipathar College, Meghalaya and Cape Comorin Trust for two basic reasons. First, for organizing 1 week international FDP on impact of AI in higher education and research future world, and which I think is the need of an hour in the globalized world through such digital platforms where uh, reaching and learning from each other by sitting at our respective home. And second, for inviting many internationally acclaimed academicians as the resource person to deliver their talks related to the theme of the FDP. Friends, today I am going to talk on impact of AI and chat GPT on higher education. So my talk is divided into the following part. First, I will talk about what is artificial intelligence. The second, I will throw light on advantages of artificial intelligence, application of AI in education. I think one of the question which was asked in the previous lecture. So, what is Chat GPT and the positive impact of towards the end of my talk? I will throw light on some of the advantages and disadvantages of uh, Chat GPT on education uh, with the concluding remark of my talk. So, let's begin. Hence, here AI. AI is something new for us as far as Indian is concerned. So, artificial intelligence is one of the emerging technologies which tries to imitate human reasoning. So, John McCarthy, who first used this term, artificial intelligence, to denote how machines that can think automatically. So he described in such a way that getting a computer to do things uh, when done by people are say to resolve those problems. So in fact, what in simple words, AI, artificial intelligence, is important for its potential to change how we live, work, and play. So it has been effectively used in majority in business, uh, including customer service work. We can say then fraud detection, quality control, play games, operate self-directed vehicles. Nowadays, it is also used in education sector as well. So we need to focus about first see what are the advantages of using artificial intelligence in general. Uh, First, we'll throw light on in general things. So there are so many advantages of using artificial intelligence. Of course, every new inventions you can take up every new inventions, either it's a YouTube or computer, laptop, smartphones. Every new inventions we humans need to take care of that innovations from the positive side, because every new innovations has both the sides. So it's in our hand how we need to utilize those applications or tools or new innovations. So artificial intelligence has a massive potential advantages. The key for human, we can see, is whenever we think of artificial intelligence, we think of only rise of the robots. Okay, so some people also say that artificial intelligence can destroy human civilization. if it goes into wrong hands, we can see in many movies like a robot movie or many Hollywood movies, right? Science fiction movies, that how things go wrong if the artificial intelligence goes in wrong hands. But we need to take, I can assure you that there is no AI application made at this scale that can destroy human civilization. So we need to take positive side of artificial intelligence and see what are the advantages of AI. First advantage we can see is that reduction in human error, right? So one of the biggest advantages of AI is reduction in human error. How uh, we can see that many hard surgery in healthcare sector is there. So robotic surgery system is there, which can perform complex operations, or which reduces the risk of human error and improving patients health. So uh, this is we can take help of AI to reduce human errors and increase accuracy and precision uh, with the help of AI. So second advantages of AI is zero risk. How we can say that it has a zero risk? Whether it is a diffusing bomb, okay, we can take example of a diffusing bomb, or going to a space instead of human. We can send any robot into space, exploring the deepest part of the ocean, or machines with the metal bodies are which has the resistance power to face any kind of atmosphere or unfriendly nature, extreme atmosphere. We can use of AI robots in such situations. So they can provide accurate work with greater responsibility in extreme conditions, with having zero risk. All right. So the third advantage of AI is 24 by 7 availability, right? So there are many studies that shows human have, now look at uh, the number of participants we can see here is now 56. Okay, so we have the little span. Human have the tendency to concentrate for only 3 to 4 hours in a day, or 5 hours. So human also need breaks, time off, to balance their work life or personal life. But on the other hand, we can say AI can work endlessly without taking breaks. They think much faster than human beings and perform multiple tasks at the same time. So they can even handle repetitive jobs easily with the help of AI system. So uh, seamless customer services, we can take off any customer service. They can provide chat bots, okay, there. So uh, repeatedly they can ask anytime, anywhere. So with the help of AI, they can provide instant assistance to customers anytime, anywhere. Many well-known universities also gives the facility of a language processing system. uh, what Dr. Terry has rightly said, natural language processing system. So they can provide seamless customer service around the clock, 24 by 7. So another important advantage of AI is digital assistance. So we can take help of digital facilities like chat box is there, which I have already mentioned, that many well-known universities, businesses are creating chatbots or voice bot that can answer all the students' or clients' questions by using AI. So new inventions we can create by using AI as well. That have you heard about self-driving cars? I'm sure about that. Many of us are using such cars as well. That Tesla is one of the leading company which has incorporated many AI applications into that car with the help of Google. Uber car is there. So self-driving, they have the road safety instructions, reduce traffic uh, uh, conjunctions, increase. We can say they can have the many cameras, sensors in the fitted in the car. So I even with the help of AI, new innovations like AI can detect breast cancer in a woman at earlier stage. This is the new innovations with the help of AI. So such are the innovations we can create. Then unbiased decisions. When I was listening to Dr. Terry, so he was frequently used biased decisions. So human has the tendency. Human beings are driven by emotions, whether we like it or not. So AI, on the other hand, is devoted to of we can say deprived of emotions, highly practical, rational in its approach. So uh, AI help eliminate bias in grading system. Whenever teacher are using, in the latter part of my talk I am going to talk about which are the applications teachers can use it while they are using this uh, artificial intelligence, perform repetitive jobs. This is very with the help of, this is actually very boring task for the teachers to do repetitively tasks, but with the help of AI we can mm, uh, calculate grading systems, or we can work with the help of AI more accurately with the speed of work. So perform daily applications we can have the, now it's a part of AI is the part of our life. We can see uh, what is Alexa is there. It's a part of our life. Google Map we are daily using while traveling. We are using Google Maps. So okay Google, taking selfie, making calls. AI is there. Artificial intelligence is there for responding to our automatically generated emails. So AI is there in daily part of our life. So so in a risky situation also we can use AI. Faster decision making, generally whenever there is a quick and accurate response is necessary, uh, where it takes costly, or when someone is facing certain problem. So that time also we can use this kind of AI system. So pattern identification, okay, this is very important part of banking system. So banking system, and in many universities someone is trying to uh, do a certain kind of fraud or security, he is handling with certain kind of security. So certain pattern banking system can set up with the help of AI to improve security, reducing financial losses. Okay, so medical applications are there as I have already mentioned. So these are the advantages of AI. We can use it with the help of. So, but here, now basic purpose is here. We all are the teachers here. So, so what are the applications of AI in education that we need to talk about. So AI can be used in education sector in several ways to enhance the efficiency of this pious sector. We everyone admire this sector. So educational leaders can think of all those applications where we can use it, and how these applications are useful for the teachers, or AI is used for in the education sectors, that we can see that robot teachers. Now we can see that many well-known universities are using humanoid robot teachers can assist human teachers. Of course, we should not fear that robot will replace teachers. No, this will not happen. But the thing will happen that humanoid robot teacher can assist human teachers in delivering lectures to their students and can make teaching more interesting with the help of AI. So teaching the teacher during lockdown, we have learned many things with the help of AI only. Just as AI can plan students' lessons, but we can. There are so many applications which can recommend to teachers for their own uh, knowledge purpose. So each educator can contribute with their best material and provide unique expert knowledge with the help of AI. So identify classroom weaknesses. We can identify classroom weaknesses with the help of AI. AI in education is not meant to replace teachers. Okay, I want to repeat this sentence again and again, because there is a fear in most of the teachers in mind that technology will replace teachers. Instead, it's meant to add some superpowers to the teachers. So AI can assist teachers work in classroom to identify some weaknesses or gaps. For example, artificial intelligence can detect when some students miss particular topics. So the teacher will be notified with the help of AI, and they can give the personal attention to that student. So personalized education is one of the important feature of AI, that AI is giving more attention than teachers, particularly in Asian countries like India or China, there where we have the large classes. We can't give attention to each and every student individually. Okay, so AI can adapt to each student's level of knowledge, prefer style of learning, speed of learning, and desired goals. So they are getting more attention with the help of AI. They can learn, and with the help of their own weaknesses and knowledge. And tutoring is one of the thing that the student can grasp the knowledge. Automated grade system. Teacher, we know that an educator spend a lot of time while grading homework and test. Okay, but according to, with the help of new innovations like AI, like OMR sheet is there. Okay, we can give the particular answer sheet with the multiple choice questions if it is asked. And um, if we scan those mark sheets, they can easily, quickly give the grading system. So machines can already grade multiple choice states. Uh, they are also ready to access uh, free test written responses. So natural language processing. This technology is capable of processing and grading written essays. So popular online educational platforms allowing unlimited participation, such as Coursera is one of the academy that we are all aware about that, have also integrated AI scoring to analyze essays within their courses, thus improving students' performance during this. And what Dr. Carey Derry has already talked about natural language processing, NLP. So this is assist students in making necessary corrections in relation to their documents and reports. So NLP software tools that help in translating from one language to another language. In multilingual country like India, where each state has its own language, we have more than 36 7 official language and many more languages. Okay, so Google Translator, with the help of Google Translator, Microsoft Translator, we can use a natural language generation. So the technology allows machines to speak human language, describing picture, and it can be used in our right uh, parliament as well. So they can listen uh, the lecture, whatever talk is giving in the parliament, they can listen in their own language. So natural language, uh, this NLP processing is part of artificial intelligence itself. So virtual reality, administrative or organizational tasks, it helps teachers to mm, use of papers can consider beneficial for it reduces teachers time, and creation of smart content with the help of AI, teacher can create uh, well-known digital textbook from those pieces. Okay, they can create a lot of digital textbooks and guides for the students. So with the help of there is one application like Duolingo is one of the famous application teacher can use for creating digital textbooks or smart textbook. Okay, so multilingual teaching is a part of our national education policy as well. It's a new emerging thing. So we can, with the help of AI, we can use it. This 24 by 7 educational administrative assistant, uh, it is very much there. Student can learn with their own space, providing focus, result oriented, personalized learning. These are the AI generated chatbots are also there, including universal access to education. So this is one of the beneficial benefit of education sector, that we can learn from any expert with the help of AI. So AI in education opens new possibilities for many students who needs to learn at different levels, who want to learn a subject beyond the boundaries. We can learn any particular subject with the help of technology, right? So with the help of AI, by sitting at our respective home, we can talk to Dr. Derry and we can learn a particular topic. Okay, from Philippines, from Thailand, from Malaysia, or from Japan, from any country we can learn. uh, I think in the previous talk, one of the participants have asked one of the questions, that which are the tools educator can use, a teacher can use. These are the one of the top 8 tools that a teacher can use in their classroom. First one is Newton. This is the tool of an adaptive learning platform that can provide personalized course material to students. We can provide course material with the help of Newton. Dealing Flow, a college powered chatbox development platform that can help educators create their own chatbots for various educational purpose. 1 minute. Okay, sorry for the break. So I was talking about dealing flow. So this is the Google powered chatbot. Okay, this is one of the famous chatbot development platform that can help educators to create their own chatbots for various educational purpose. This one is a Karen Learning and AI powered those who are dealing with mathematics. This AI application is useful for them. Open edX Insights, a free open source learning analytics platform that can help educators track students' progress and engagement. So with the help of open edX Insights, we can check students' progress and of course, in order to learn all those applications, it takes another lectures to learn first how to go with Code. Okay, Google Cloud Speech to Text. This everyone is using. I am quite sure about this uh, AI generated system that to develop voice control educational applications. So Classcraft is a gamified learning management system that can help educators engage students and promote positive behavior. So OpenCV and open course computer vision library that can be used for a variety of educational purposes such as robotics and digital art. So Khout, as I have already said, this is one of the famous uh, AI generated application that which is based on a game based learning platform where we can create a lot of quizzes or create educational games. So gamification is one of the uh, platform of AI generated application we can use to engage students for their problem solving and creative thinking. So we can use AI in with the help of this all those applications. So these are the famous AI generated tools for education educators as well as students. Okay, this one what Dr. Derry has also talked about is a newly emerging AI application that we all aware about it, that chat GPT. So every day we see changes in the way technology used in the education sector, especially in the present time, the rise of 5G system in India. So chat GPT is more emerging, and which is launched recently in November 2022. It rapidly gained in popularity with millions of users being added in the month of 2023. So chat GPT is considered AI, and it's not strictly reactive and can respond creatively to wide variety of topics. You can raise any questions, they can give the answers of those questions. And chat GPT is made by a large family of languages, okay, modules, and has the ability to create and hold conversation on different varieties of topics, help with coding and other necessities in different areas. So chat GPT launched setting a new trademark in the uh, recent months, we can say recent days. So positive there are a lot of positive impact of chat GPT on education sector. We can see only because we all are restricted to there is a scope and limitations for our study, as well as our main focus is of education sector only. So this chat GPT is suitable option for creating content, mainly because of its ability to write emails, stories, summaries, then reviews, essays, blogs. So chat GPT have the ability to process information in a short period of time uh, by sitting at anywhere, anytime. So this has a very tremendous benefit. Some example why we can say that chat GPT has a key role mm, in education sector because of his learning language, coding, writing, brainstorming, and useful material. So that's why it is available in 95 spoken languages. You can raise questions in 95 languages, which given an advantages to students that have a goal of creating adequate content. Okay, uh, by using AI as an uh, content, we can say. So here, content creation for teachers, this chat GPT is useful for content creation for their materials such as presentations, worksheets, quizzes, other resources. We can create lesson plans, activities, projects with the help of ChatGPT. Then this ChatGPT is also useful in grammar and writing section, as well as proofreading and editing purpose is there whenever you are writing lesson plans, handouts, or emails. This you are all aware about spelling mistakes, grammar, punctuation marks, syntax error. So chat gpts quickly review all those corrections of spellings, grammar, punctuation marks, syntax. Okay, so providing feedback to students as well. So chat gpt can assist teachers in reviewing students' essays, reports, and their assignments with the feedback by checking sentence structure, word choice, grammar. So with the help of chat GPT, teacher can uh, check students' writing skills. Okay, how what are how there is a cohesion or coherence is there or not, punctuation usage, grammar rules. So these, with the help of this, student can use it. So grading, uh, with the help of chat gpt, teacher can grade marks to the students, designing syllabus for their own universities or autonomous colleges. Uh, uh, with the help of chat gpt, they can prepare uh, topic, they can create their own syllabus by taking many relevant resources or materials. It is not only useful for teachers. ChatGPT is also very helpful for students. So answering questions, they even student can use ChatGPT to answer questions for their problem solving and concept reinforcement if they don't understand any particular essay. Okay, so they can raise the questions in chat gpt, and they can use it for their own improvement writing skills. So these are the things where student can use chat gpt. Everyone is talking, every new innovations have their own advantages as well as disadvantages. As we are all aware about that every coin has two sides. So there are certain challenges of using chat gpt, as accuracy and uh, reliability problem is there. So whenever we are using ChatGPT, uh, may, uh, uh, many students sometimes provide inaccurate or incomplete information, which could lead to misunderstanding or confusion for students and teachers. So there are possibilities of bias, even though we are saying that AI is unbiased application, but AI technology, when using ChatGPT, can inherit biases from data. Whatever data we provide to ChatGPT, it is more or less, it has a certain challenge of you possible biased opinions must be there, and it's a big challenge for everyone to which data is correct or accurate. So risk of decrease in original and critical thinking. This is uh, big challenge for everyone. Everyone was saying the same thing when innovation of laptop, computer, smartphones, all those social media applications like Twitter, YouTube. This is the always problem with all new generated content. Reduce critical thinking, problem solving ability is one of the biggest problem in every sector. But even though there are a certain dark side of every technology, we need to focus on positive side of our technology. So here I would like to throw light on concluding remarks of my talk, is that many institutions around the world already using AI technology in their education sectors. So, however, the basis of the educational system is always good teaching and human interaction is there. So, mm, as more advancement in the AI and with the introduction of 5G technology, the future of education sector with the help of all those technology is uh, immensely high. And as I already mentioned that people have the fear in their mind. Some people say that if artificial intelligence can destroy human civilization if it goes into wrong hands. This is what we can see in many movies. Okay, but this even those movies can show that how you the things are in human hand only, humans only, because robots are also created by humans. So there is a very famous saying by one of the Twitter handler, I forgot his name, but he rightly says that teacher will not replace technology, but technology in the hands of teachers can be transformational. So with these words, I end up as the secretary of this international FDP program, convener, and team of the college and Cape Cameron Trust, all the respected participants for their patient hearing. Thank you, one and all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Now I think we have to give a chance to participants, perhaps waiting for this. So may I request all the participants. If you have any question, you can please raise it. Our resource person is available here.
Sir, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Sir, I have a query.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Please.
how artificial intelligence can be helpful in risking situations, sir? You have already said.
During my talk, I have already mentioned that in
You
risky situations like, for example, there is a bomb planted at some place. So we can send a ray boat, okay, to defuse those bomb, okay, and even risky situations like extreme weather condition where human cannot survive. There also we can send robots with the help of by giving proper training, or we can with the proper applications installed applications we can send robots. This is a frequent practice in astrology sector that they send so many times robots in the space. So in the risky situation, artificial intelligence is very much useful. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, this is Professor Shalini Rana from Government College of Education, Jammu. I just wanted to know whether now in B.Ed training programs, should we use lesson plans made with the help of AI instead of traditional lesson plans? I mean, would it be a practical idea? Would it be more useful than the traditional approaches to making lesson plans?
Ma'am, AI and Chat GPT, these are the new innovations for all of us, okay, for at least for Indians. And still government needs to decide either teachers can use these artificial intelligence generated lesson plans or not. Of course, if they allowed us, it definitely saves teachers time. As you are rightly mentioned that a teacher unnecessarily spend a lot of time for attendance, for creating lesson plans. So of course, if certain thing is useful, and if the teacher is ready to use all those artificial intelligence application in a right direction, then I can recommend if the teacher take the responsibility that of course we all are aware about that WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, every application, social media application, even tech internet, is all those are innovations for benefit of teachers. It is either teachers how to handle all those social media applications. Even the same case applies to AI applications. There is a risk of grading marks with the help of code, that AI till date only accept Chat GPT. Chat GPT has of course a check if the answer is given, long answer is given, okay, descriptive answer is given. But previously only code allows multiple choice question answers. So your question was limited to only lesson plan, either we should use it or not. These things are not in our hand. These things government should decide it, or higher authorities, all those academicians, educational policy holders can decide it, up to what extent we should use AI in our education sector. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have a question. You mentioned about robot teachers. My question is, this robot teacher is still a concept or practically it is used
No, no,
somewhere?
no, sir. No, no, not yet use. All those are coming days. You can see all those robotic teacher as well.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence.
Everything is online and with the help of technology.
Yes, the
Have
way
you
it
ever
is.
thought of discussing and interacting with each other by sitting at our respective home before lockdown? It was teachers were forced to use technology, but they hardly used those technology before lockdown. But lockdown forced us to use technology, and we are now used with all those Zoom platform, Google platform, Microsoft Team. All those things will definitely come day by day.
Yes, sir. I believe this concept of robot teacher, as you also have mentioned, will never replace the teacher. I believe, and
No,
I
no, sir.
agree.
It will not. Definitely, it will not replace teachers because, sir, whatever we install in the robots, okay, that answer can only robots give. For example, now the questions of Shalini ma'am come, and if that answer is not installed in the robots, how can the robot give the answer to that question? So my simple quote was that teacher will not, technology will not, never replace teachers.
Yes, I agree with you, sir. I want to say that means if someday robot will be introduced also as a teacher, then robot will produce machine, not the human. It is my view only.
Yes, yes, you are absolutely right. I agree with you.
Yes, sir. Then I request participants if they have any query, participants can ask. Respected participants, please, if you have question, you can ask.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
please.
Yes,
Sir, I have a question, sir.
yes, sir.
Sir, my question is that can too much application of AI be a threat to human sensibility and human emotional faculties in our future?
Yes, of course, sir. This is one of the biggest challenge of using technology, particularly
sir.
AI as well. That this is one of the biggest challenge that it will definitely reduce our creative, critical ability of thinking, critical abilities.
Yes, sir. So that means in the natural future, we will have to get outlet for this for such problems as well.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get your question.
Since it is a challenge, we have to find out some outlet for such problems
Yes,
as
sir,
well,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Of course, there are many benefits than challenges. So,
Yes.
of course, every gadgets, as I already mentioned, every application, take any
Yes.
social media application or smartphone, internet, any application has this both the side, positive
Yes.
side as well as dark side. So it is up to us how to use those applications.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the answer.
Yes, sir. We can use this digital platform in a right way, right, in the same way that we can interact by sitting with the Philippines people. Okay, so this is the right way we can use the technology, but there are certain disadvantages of using this digital platform as well. So every innovation has its flaws, but we can't
Yes,
stop
sir. Thank you.
all those innovations. We need they will come. We need to look at how many positive sides are there, and definitely every new innovations has this more positive side than negative side.
Yes.